Alright. Hello. Hello, welcome to my stream, or if you're on YouTube, welcome. If you're new, or if you're one of the who have been giving my channel some new views, I really appreciate it. If you are enjoying it, feel free to drop a follow, subscribe, depending on which platform you're on. Be very grateful. So today, sorry, excuse me. The pollen is out and it is hot, so I'm warm. Today we are back with Anna's Quest. We're picking up in chapter 3, I think. We played this a while ago. Let's see if I can go back. We played this back in December. Played two streams. We've done about 4.5 hours of it. So Anna's Quest released on the 30th of June last year, 2021. It's a point and click, published and developed by Daedalic Entertainment. It's about a little girl who has telekinetic power and gets kidnapped by a witch because she goes out to save her grandpa, who is sick. So I believe we are in we are working our way through chapter 3. We just got into a mill and we're trying to save kids that have been kidnapped by another witch, possibly, or eaten. I don't quite remember. I think it'll probably come to me when I start playing. So on that note, hi. I have a freeze pop because it's absolutely baking here. Look, see? Daedalic did the has done a lot of point and click games. I'm just turning up my thing. I've got my fan on. I hope you can't hear it. If you can, well, no, I think it's fine. Luckily, it blocks out because I couldn't survive without the fan on for this. The only thing that annoys me is the dirty wallpaper in the background. Makes me think there's something on my TV. So we have gone back and filled in a couple of missing achievements that we missed. So we drew on a doll and we refused to eat our soup. We asked about a person. And then I have no idea what that one was. But they were basically by loading up previous save games. This is the one we want to get now. It's the next story achievement. This is the one we need from a random do list. So I think if we just hit resume. Yes. Now I've got to remember how everything works.
There's more than just the door key there. What could they be used for? I can't. The witch is right there.
I told you dinner is nearly ready. I told you to sit.
Hi, Dan. Oh yeah.
He's such a cute little guy. So
We have
cute.
a dragon. We have scissors. A portrait.
This is the portrait I found in Winfrieda's tower. According to the minister, that's Philip Vogt and his family. The girl is his daughter, Yannicka, who went on to become queen. With Yannicka suddenly disappearing, I can't help wondering if Winfrieda was involved.
But yes. Hi, Dan. How are you enjoying your holiday? I have a magical amulet.
It protected me from Winfrieda, and should protect me from other spells, too. I'm making sure I keep it nice and close to me from now on. Quite a long, sturdy piece of rope. Always useful. Grandpa would never let me have something this sharp. He's such a cute little guy. So cute. I don't want to hurt the poor guy.
Oh yeah,
Grandpa
so
always warned me against being destructive for the sake of it. I think I'll respect that advice.
we have like a telekinetic power. So I guess we sit in the chair.
No, no, no. Not that one. That's my chair. Yes, my chair. I told you dinner is nearly ready. I told you to sit. Yes, stupid child.
Huh? What was that?
Ooh, this old house. Never mind that. Let's eat, let's eat.
I'm glad you had a good Hollybobs.
There you go. Nice and comfy.
Oh yeah, we want to get
and
the spellbook back. I think
delicious.
she stole it from us or bought it from us or something.
What?
There we go.
Yeah! Two. I got two.
Ow! My head. Hansel? Is that you?
How did you know my name?
And you're okay. Oh, I'm so relieved.
Okay. Relieved? Are you crazy? We're doomed. Doomed.
Hansel, just...
Doomed.
Hansel! Get
Doomed.
a hold of yourself, boy.
But she's going to eat us.
Nope, not if I can help it. So, how are you really, Hansel? You doing okay in here?
We're going to be eaten. Why would I be okay with that?
I'm just trying to comfort you. Kind of. Kind of not so well. But I will get us out.
Oh? Yeah? Well, to tell that to this guy next to me.
If it helps you feel any better, your pa is very worried about you, you know?
Is he
How you doing,
coming to
Dan?
save us?
Well, no, not exactly, but...
Oh, jeez. Then we're doomed. Doomed.
We signed up for
Thanks for the
Warboats?
vote of confidence. Hansel, when I came into the house, there was a big bump.
I heard you coming in. I was trying to warn you.
How did you do that?
2
It
years
really made
wounded.
a noise, shook the whole house.
Whoa. Hi
I just
Reese,
kicked
thanks
that
for the
support
resub.
beam over there in the center of the room. If it gets bumped hard enough, you see, it shakes the
Cost how
upstairs
much?
level.
I do see. Interesting.
It's going okay. It's too bloody hot. And sneezy, but yeah. How are you doing? I only had 500, so I had to extend into my game collection. It really does. It's too hot.
So, what plans do you think you have for escaping?
Don't you get it? We're trapped. Trapped. And doomed.
Geez, Hansel, calm down. We're not doomed. It's okay. I'm sure I can figure something out anyway.
Oh.
What did you say about hitting the support beam again?
Oh, I just kicked that support beam over there in the center of the room. If it gets bumped hard enough, you see, it shakes the upstairs level.
I do see. Interesting. I'm going to keep looking around for a way out, okay?
Okay, if you say so.
Ooh. It's a series of cogs and rods that seem to operate the trapdoor. It must be how the lever is connected to the trapdoor to open it. The mill witch is right up there, waiting to eat me and Hansel. The mill witch really thought this through, huh? These witches might be downright creepy, but no one can deny their dedication. Blech. Who knows what the witch was using that for down here? Ew. This mill must have been used to grind grain or some such in the past, but now it looks like the witch is using it to grind something else entirely.
Grind your bones to make my
I
bread.
can't reach that from here. I can't reach that from here.
I know, I was hoping you would comment on it.
Let's see. Nope, nothing. Let's see. Nope, nothing. Oh yes, good idea. I can't reach it from in here, but maybe I can bring it closer. Watch your head there, Hansel.
Huh? Ah! What was that? That was sorcery. Black magic.
I forgot I had
You're
telekinetic
the
power
witch
outside of
too.
the inventory.
Well, it's hard to explain.
Not what I meant to do, but hey,
Something
that's
I've
a
only
good thing.
learned of recently, but I've been told it's called telekinesis.
Telekinesis? Wait, you don't mean you're from the woods in the west?
Woods in the west? Well, I think my farm is kind of west from here, maybe.
I knew it. I know you. You and your grandpa. The family with telekinesis. It must be you.
Wait, I don't understand. He doesn't know any telekinesis.
Or
I think
does
you have
he?
me mistaken, Hansel.
I'm pretty sure I don't. Your grandpa. He was famous. I read a book about him. He helped people from all over. He used his telekinesis for all kinds of good deeds.
Aw,
He's like a hero, don't you know?
No,
Pahira.
I don't know. I mean,
He's sick
he's
now
always
because the
been a
witch made
hero
him
to
sick.
me, but not like that. I've never seen him use telekinesis, and he's never said anything to me about it.
Well, you know how to use it. And if you know, then hurry up. Get us out of here already before we're eaten.
Oh, yes, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. That's so strange. My grandpa? Using this thing? It can't be, can it? Big, sturdy looking thing. Could give something a good whack, I'm sure. I don't know. That seems kind of dangerous. I'm not sure if my telekinesis will work.
Yeah,
on
so it's
this.
just one of the triggers.
Tum 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 ta tum tum tum.
Oh.
Hey? Stupid children, stupid little nuisances. Won't be breaking my house when I eat you, will you, you stupid resafresin?
Russia.
I could hear the keys rattling when I do that, only it doesn't seem to be enough to knock them down. I need something with more oomph. Ooh, good idea. Maybe I can operate the trap door from here. The
I had
keys are
telekinesis,
just
which is
above,
great.
so I can maybe get them to drop through too. Let's see. Oh dear, that didn't quite go as planned. The lever is disconnected, so at least this way the witch can't use the trap door anymore.
Yeah, but it still doesn't.
Aha! This heavy thing should do a better job at shaking the walls.
Tum 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 ta tum tum tum.
Yeah, so we've done all kinds of questy things.
Hey? Stupid children, stupid little nuisances. Won't be breaking my house when I eat you, will you, you stupid
We learnt how to play an
resafresin?
instrument.
That did the trick. I'm pretty sure I heard the keys falling down then. Only, now how do I get them?
Crickle crackle, crackle crick, crackety crickle crack. Hey? Stupid children, stupid little nuisances.
Frickin'.
Got them. Let's see if they work. Freedom! Well, just about. Hold on. No way. Oh my. How long has the witch been kidnapping these kids for? No. No, I don't think I want to touch that. I think I'll leave that be.
Whoa! That was not what I was expecting that to do.
See, Hansel? Told you I'd find a way. Let's get out of here. Well, that's Hansel and his papa reunited. Such a sweet thing to see. The way he hugged him. I don't think Hansel's papa will ever let him out of his sight now.
I really
Only
have to get
thing
the spell
is,
book.
I still need that spell book. I have to go back in, face up to the mill witch, and somehow get that book back for Grandpa.
So it's been like 6 months since I played this, so I don't quite remember all the story.
Yes? I didn't do anything to you. You remembered wrong.
Oh, no, I'm just... You see, my sister. Yes, my sister. You haven't seen her around, have you? She looks, a lot like me.
Sister. Haha, of course. That is... No, I haven't kidnapped anyone.
There's a lot of kidnapping witches in this. It's got a bad rep for witches.
Come in. Are you hungry? You look hungry. Come in.
But yes, how have you been, Reese? It's been a while. There's no comment on you, it's just, it's been a while.
Take a seat. Sit. It's almost ready. No! Stop! That's, my, bedroom. You're not allowed. I told you dinner is nearly... Yes, stupid child. There you go. Nice and comfy and delicious. Gotcha. Ah! What? No!
Deponia. So they did Deponia and the one with the
Why isn't it
girl and the
opening?
demonic teddy bear.
Open! No! Stop! That's, my, bedroom. You're not allowed. No. You, stay right there. Don't move.
It's broken now, thanks to me. I'd love to take him and set him free, but I think he's a bit beyond my help now.
And we had Cornwall. Nice.
No way. These witches might be No way. No, I refuse to hurt anyone else for my own sake. He doesn't seem to care much about that. No. No, that won't work. And what? Throw the witch in there? Who do you take me for? I'm not resorting to violence.
She was gonna eat you, dear.
No thanks. Maybe this isn't the right approach.
No! Stop!
Oh, wait.
That's, my, bed. No! You!
But you see,
But fine, leave!
Okay, right.
there, locked. Now, if I can just get the witch to fall for her own trap, I'll just hide these keys on my way out too. Won't be needing them anymore. I could open the trap door this way, but there's no point right now. If I'm going to trap the witch, I need to make sure she's on top of it first. A big old beautiful watermill, ruined by a squatting creepy old witch.
Ives! Did you meet a man with 7 wives? Did each wife have 7 kits? And each kit have 7 cats?
Yes? Oh, you.
I'm sorry, I was, just leaving to look for my sister, but,
Are you hungry? You look hungry. Come in, come
It's a
in.
riddle. Yeah, as I was going to St. Ives, I met a man with 7 wives. Each wife had 7 cats, each cat had 7 kits. How many people were going to St. Ives?
Take a seat. Hopefully this time it won't. Yes.
You've never heard that? Oh my god.
Child.
Don't know whether that makes me old or just,
Here
you know,
go.
weirdly
Nice
niche.
and comfy and delicious.
Do you know what the answer is?
Gotcha. Ah! What? No! Urgh! Why isn't it opening?
Did you know the rhyme, Dan?
Open!
no, I refuse to hurt anyone else for my own sake. It's broken now. It's broken. No thanks. It's broken now, thanks to me.
No! No! You! Stay right.
But
Fine.
I could just sneak up there, go straight for the book, but she can't keep getting away with this. I have to, I don't know, stop her somehow. I could open the trap door this way, but there's no point right now. If I'm going to trap the...
Yeah, but how do I get her on top of
No,
it?
I don't need to mess with that anymore. My telekinesis won't work here. This doesn't seem to work.
You're going to St. Ives, Reese.
Yes? Oh,
So one
you.
person is going
I'm
to St.
sorry.
Ives.
I was, just leaving to look for my sister, but,
Are you?
That's one of those annoying ones. It's like you start trying to count how many people. Well, man with 7 wives, how many people are going to St. Ives? Well, it could be 8, and you're going.
Sit. It's almost ready. Hopefully this.
I don't know how to telekinetically make the trapdoor open when.
There you go.
She won't kill her, but she's going to trap her in a cage and starve to death.
No. Urgh. Why isn't it opening? Open!
Hmm.
No, you. But
Maybe I can use the rope somehow. Do I have a rope? Just it's not letting me do anything there, so we must be missing something.
If I manage to get this tied to part of the mechanism, then maybe I could have a pulley system. Use the clothesline to pull open the trap door. And if I run the other end upstairs, I can use it as a lever from there. Alright, now let's see. Maybe if I try using telekinesis to get the rope tied up there.
Tum 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 ta tum tum tum. Little boy stew, only made better with a girl in there too. A town who dares to say I'm wrong won't have their children very long.
Yes, perfect. Done. Now really, that's pretty impressive if I do say so myself. Now the
Need-
trap is set. I can
Tied a
easily
string
open the
on a
trap
wire
door
doesn't
upstairs
look
by
very,
pulling on the rope. I just have to wait for the right moment, and the witch is as good as trapped.
But yes, anyway. I mean, I've got a few more I could play, so. RTDL, I don't know what I'm going to do for warboats. I'll definitely get a boat.
Yes?
And hope the achievements don't screw me
you.
over.
I'm sorry, I was...
Are you? Take a sip. Hopefully. Yes, stupid child. There you go. Nice and comfy and delicious. Gotcha. Ah! Urgh. Urgh. Yeah!
Gotcha. Ah, ouch. What was that? Some kind of spell?
Child, let me out! Let me out!
No! You wicked, wicked person! You're never getting out.
Oh, but I'm not wicked.
I clearly heard you say you would eat us. You sang about it, actually.
Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
Talking to this one is going to be tricky. Do you remember the spell you used to protect the book?
Ah, of course I do. It was... Wait. Huh? No. Not falling for your cunning little rotten children tricks.
Dang. Thought I had you then.
You'll never have my book. Never.
My book.
What spell did you put on the book?
Like I'll tell you, you wretched thing. You'll never have my book. Never.
I'm going to regret this, I think. But what if we make a deal? I'll promise to let you out if you promise to let me have the book back and promise to stop kidnapping children.
No. My book. Not talking to you anymore. Go away.
But you'll starve in there if I don't help you out.
La 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 la. Not listening.
Why do you have to kidnap all these kids anyway? They never did anything to you.
They get hungry. Not my fault they come nosing around where they shouldn't be.
Well, it is your fault
no
if you
worries. Have a
trap
good,
them and
have a good ramble.
eat them.
No comment. Next question.
I've dabbled in protection spells a little bit. Do you think I could figure it out?
Ha! Fat chance. You couldn't hope to know half the spells I know. Never! Like some rotten child knows more about spells than me. Stupid little rebel.
Some frusser.
You're right. No one could ever be as great a witch as you are.
Exactly. You... Wait. I see your tricks, rotten child. I'm not falling for them. I'm not.
Maybe not quite the right approach. I'm on your side, you know. I get it. I hate children too.
Eh?
Truly, they are the worst. So annoying, right? If I had my way, I wouldn't be a child anymore. I can't wait to be an adult.
Yes, well, you are a stinking rotten child, so deal with it.
I wish one day I'll grow up to be a great and intelligent witch like you.
Ha! Like me? That's impossible. You'll never be as great at being a witch as me. No one will.
You're right. No one could ever be as great a witch as you are.
Exactly. See, you're finally getting it. For a dirty, rotten, good-for-nothing child, you're not completely stupid. If you keep at it, you could at least be a slightly not completely terrible witch. Maybe.
Do you remember the spell you used to protect the book?
Of course I do. It was... Wait. Huh? You'll never...
This is useless. I'll never get the spell out of you.
I told you so. Never ever.
Okay, I'm going then. Maybe someone in the village will know something about protection spells.
Hey, so... Gil looks kinda like he needs another drink there.
Oh yeah, we have a
Gil will
walking
make sure
teddy
I
bear.
know when he needs another.
Alright.
Aye.
Grandpa told me that beer is really bad for you. He told me it damages your brain and makes you angry, irate, and disgruntled. I guess Grandpa was right. Are you
Good.
okay,
Yes, Bjorn? Bjorn. Bjorn is what my name is, isn't it?
I think it's a kid trapped in a teddy bear.
Abba? Abby? Yes, Abby. I am well, Abby.
Good grief, you travelers have peculiar conversations. Do you always quibble over your own names?
Oh, yes. Nothing like a good name quibbling.
Here, here, to quibbling.
I can't turn down a toast to quibbling.
But yes, I'm fine, thanks. Just hurry. We should get going as soon as possible, I think.
Couldn't agree more. I'm figuring this out as quick as I can, I promise.
And for some reason the guards are after me and I
He
don't know why.
doesn't seem to be a particularly chatty man. I think I'll leave him be.
Something to do with the witch.
It's a wanted poster made by the... I don't know what this is about. I always wanted to see a clown. His hat looks a bit rough, too. Must have been a clown that traveled a lot. Excuse me, sir. Do you?
Nope.
But I...
Please, no more talking. Just be done with your looking and leave me be.
Oh, okay then. I don't think there's anything else here. Hello again, Theodore.
Hello, young one.
Thanks for your help.
Of course.
Hello?
Hi again, Anna. What's up?
I'll let you... What did you say about the rose again?
An enchanted rose from the tops of Glass Mountain.
Yes.
The tale goes that a dragon once gave passage to those that were worthy. You should speak to the minister at the church. He would know more on the legend.
Wow, a dragon! Alright, the minister at the church. About the spell book you said you need.
An old lady just took it from you. One of the most powerful spell books in all the land, and you gave it away.
Well, not like that. I mean, she was nice about it and seemed like a nice little old.
Never mind. You must find it regardless. It contains the chance for the spell and is absolutely vital.
All right, I will. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, child. Just get it back.
Do you know anything about protection spells?
What? Well, yes, of course. But what are you asking about that for?
It's just, well, I found your spell book, but it's protected, you see.
Oh. Oh, you mean that spell. Yes, yes, of course. But it's complicated.
Of course it is.
This is a chant-based spell. A chant to set it and a chant to break it. One chant cannot be broken without knowing the one that came before it, see?
Oh, I do see. I best get looking for these objects then. Yes. Okay. I'll see you soon then, with the objects. Okay then. I really do love these. They're just so big and detailed and just lovely. I really do. I'll just...
I mean, we have a dragon. Fiery one. So cute and fluffy.
They were all hiding away from Ben and I as we came in. I doubt they want to chat. The witch is already... If you don't tell me the spell, then I'll draw all over your walls in crayon. Ha! If you're anything like Grandpa, that'll make you real mad.
Eh? Like stupid rotten children won't do stupid rotten things anyway.
I'm not very good at the making threats thing, I don't think. I'm on your side, you know. I get it. I hate children.
Eh?
True. If I...
Yeah.
I just...
Ha! You!
Uh,
Except for a dirt. If you...
I've dabbled in protection spells a little bit. Do you think I could figure it out?
Figure it out? You're starting to see how great I am. What do you think?
No, it's true. I admit, you're just way too good a witch. There's no way I could hope to know such brilliant spells as yours.
Right! Exactly right! I remember everything in my clever brain. And no one knows except me.
Do you remember the spell you used to protect the book? I bet it was something way too clever for me.
Oh, of course it was. Spellbook, spellbook, dost thou see? The best recipes for children are bound within thee. There's not a cookbook or... Hold on. Ah! Wait! No! Ah! Curses, curses, curses! Well, whatever. You didn't hear it all, so it's useless. So, ha! I'm never talking to you again, and you'll never hear the rest. So, joke's on you. Ah, stupid rotten children. Think you're all so clever? Stupid little... I'll eat you all. Show you.
This could be enough. I'll see if the sorceress knows the spell from just this bit.
We won't go too long today because I have a cracking headache. Wrong room.
I think I might know at least some of the chant if that helps. Spellbook, spellbook, dost thou see? The best recipes for children are bound within thee. There's not a cookbook or... And that was it. That's all I could get from her.
Oh. Ha! Oh my, so simple. Though I should have expected as much from a mere mill witch. It's an owner's enchantment, meaning it has been given the mind to look after the mill witch. You just need a chant to remind it of why it should be helping you instead.
Oh, really? I have to make the book feel bad for me?
Sure, something like that. The chant to break it is as follows, so listen close, child. Spellbook, spellbook, dost thou see? My cursed grandpa is waiting for thee. There's not a more powerful spellbook in sight. Teach us the cure from your pages so white. That's it. Speak those words and the book is yours.
Oh, okay. Got it. I think... I best get yes. Okay. I'll see you soon then, with the objects. Okay then.
Mainly also because it's hot and I have a headache.
Right. Let's see if this works. Ahem. Spellbook, spellbook, dost thou see? My cursed grandpa is waiting for thee. There's not a more powerful spellbook in sight. Teach us the cure from your pages so white. Aha! Success.
Yeah. Meanwhile...
And there I was, the band of thieves all around, their eyes on the royal jewels.
Oh, yes, I see. Wow, you sure are brave.
And just then, as I raised the sword, light glinting bright off my steel...
Sir, there you are.
Well, no, wait, this is the best bit.
It's the girl, sir. She's been spotted.
What? What? Where?
Sir, one of the villagers. They say they've seen her walk into this very town just this very night.
By the stars. Right under our noses. The nerve. And the bear men.
No sighting, sir. I will keep asking around about both of them, sir.
Well, maybe it's a good idea to see if they've left the village. Because if I was them, but I'm definitely not. Definitely not. Well, that's what I'd do. Run away. Far away.
That is good of you, kind sir, to offer your simpleton assistance. This is a matter for the great minds of the royal guards, is it not?
Sir, exactly right. As always, sir.
We'll hop to it. Back to the nitty-gritty, man. Let's root out those dastardly rapscallions once and for all.
Oh, hurry, Anna.
And so not only did I put an end to her catching kids now, but I also got the book.
Yes, wouldn't want any more kids captured, would we?
Pardon?
No, nothing. It's a great good you've done, sure. So 2 down, 1 to go. If you wish to discuss the last one, hurry up about it. The sooner you get the last item, the sooner we can save your grandpa.
I best get looking for these objects then. Yeah.
I must have given her the spellbook. Not sure that's a good plan. I don't trust her either.
Hello again, Theodore.
Hello, young one.
Did you say the dragon would fly people from the bell tower? Where's that?
Why, yes, it's right through the door behind you. Alas, for many generations now, the door has been sealed shut. For years I've looked for a means to open it, but for years it has remained closed. This place was built entirely for the love of the Red Dragon. I'm sure many answers lie here somewhere before our eyes. I'm but an old man, not a detective. Any such indications have managed to elude me.
Ooh, a detective mystery. That sounds kind of fun. Maybe I can have a look around for clues.
But of course, be my guest, young one.
Can you tell me about the busy-looking painting over there on the left?
This was in the days before magic, when darkness and chaos ruled the land. Great powers were at odds. None could maintain order.
What about this serene painting? It looks rather pleasant.
Ah, yes, the second painting. This was a momentous time when the first witches of Wunderhorn rose to power. By their demonstrations of benign sorcery, they contained evil and brought peace and order.
Who is the man in the portrait over there?
Philip Vogt, a direct descendant of the Great Witches and a crucial part of Wunderhorn's history. It was Philip who created the most powerful of spells. He summoned a dragon to banish the dark. It is said he built a shrine deep within a glade in Wunderhorn's woods in order to cast it there. This spell was of such power, it cost him his own life.
Things bleeding through.
As he summoned the red dragon, he perished to save us all.
Oh, wow. What a brave, selfless man. A shrine deep in Wunderhorn's woods, huh? I wonder if I'm able to find that at all.
Yes.
Can you tell me about the sad-looking painting on the right?
Yes, a sad painting indeed. A woman banishing a child for an unforgivable sin. The woman was said to be a great witch of Wunderhorn, and the girl, her very own daughter. Little is known of it, but the painting is said to have been made by a mute child who witnessed the tragic scene.
Jeez, this is too sad. Let's talk about something else. Thanks for your help.
Of course.
He doesn't seem to care much about that. No, I could hurt him. I don't really want to use the portrait with anything. Hopefully I can find the people in it.
Okay, so I need to figure out how to make the shrine work.
I'm not about to damage such a beautiful place like this. How neat! It's like the patterns are burnt right into the wood there. This must be the shrine, it must be. But what does it mean? So mystical and mysterious.
Just taking a screenshot. It must be like an organ in the church.
Wow, I always thought these... It's even more... Oh, to pray in, right? I think that's what you do. I should go in and see for myself.
Yes. Okay.
pattern on the stump have something to do with this? I don't even know if I'm pressing the right keys here. There's so many.
Hmm. How do I know which symbols are which keys? What have I got now that I didn't have? I have a dragon. A lamp.
Oh, he could certainly light the lamp for me, but I don't see a reason to do that at the moment.
Hmm.
No way. I really do love. I really do. Nope.
Hmm. Maybe there's more stuff on the inside?
I really do love these. I really do. The left one is showing an evil, dark, creepy looking figure underground amongst flames. The right window is a big red dragon flying above people celebrating. Hold on. I wonder if there's any clues like Theodore said.
Oh, hello, that's new.
Let's see. No. Nothing about a bell tower, I don't think. Nothing really looks out of the ordinary. Oh, wait. Except this. There's a small cluster of strange little symbols here on the right window. Huh. How about that? Not sure what it means, but it definitely is peculiar.
Okay, now can I light the lamp?
He could certainly light the lamp for me, but it's too high up for him. Oh yeah, if I bent the lamp down, I could light the lanterns.
Cash, I
Then
hope
maybe
you
I
have
can light
like
those
lots
pretty
of
patterns on the
ice.
window. Let's see. Aha! Now I can reach them.
Baby dragon. Aha, right. What do we want? It's like an upside down H. Don't. It's not right then. I probably need to reset it from before. That. Okay. Down H. Squiggly calling. No, I think I've got the wrong way around. Hold on. Upside down H. Squiggly curling. Squiggly curling. Y. This one all the way over here, because, you know, why not? No? Okay, well, outer row is on the top, middle, and then that, so reset it again. Okay, so H, Chloe, N, Chloe, Y, N,
But it doesn't seem to have any handles or whatnot to open it with.
I don't get it. Maybe I need to go back and look at the tree, else it won't work, because I need to get the symbol. I mean, I know what the symbols are, but maybe I need to match it back up. This game is very specific about doing things in a specific order.
How neat! It's like the patterns are burnt right into the wood there. This must be the shrine, it must be. But what does it mean? So mystical and mysterious.
If I bring the screenshot over a bit so I can see it better.
It's a big old... well...
Okay. Hit reset. Okay. So I think I actually missed one out. That's why. I think I missed the last note. That's why it wasn't working. There we go. I missed one out. So that'll be why, because I was being a dopey.
Hey, that actually sounded pretty good. I think I'm getting better at this. Oh, yes! I think I did something. Aha!
Stars above, I don't believe it. You did it. You opened the door, young one. After all these years, you did it.
Look at that! Stairs! This must be the bell tower, right?
It can only be the stairs to the Red Dragon's bell itself.
Oh, how exciting! You don't want to look? Come on, I know you must be dying to see her.
Oh, no. No, I can't. I'm a little nervous, I think. This is a moment I must savor and cherish. Go, young one. I'll be here waiting for you.
Okay, I'm gonna drop a save. Saved in a while. With enough saves, I can go back and do things I've missed, but hopefully it's all good. I got my RTDL one. Woohoo! 15 out of 25. Definitely not going to get 25 this month. I was never going to get 25 anyway.
Don't know if that worked. Wait. Oh, wait. I think I see something. Is that... I think I see something flying towards me. Actually... Uh-oh. I think it's charging at me. Ah! Nice, dragon. I just need to go to Glassma Mountain, you see, and...
Jesse?
Oh, dear. She seems to be a bit mad.
You want a baby dragon?
Oh, of course. This little guy, is he yours? Aw, how precious. All this time, she just wanted her baby back. Jeez, no wonder you are so upset. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I hope this isn't too much to ask now, but do you think... Could you fly me to the top of Glass Mountain, maybe? I wouldn't ask if it wasn't really important, honest. It's for my family, too. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That was incredible. I really can't thank you enough, Red Dragon. I just have to quickly look for something and then we can get going, okay? It's all broken and crooked. Looks like the mountain has grown right over it.
Hello?
Why would someone living in a place with such a view have their shutters closed? Probably locked. I don't know. I'm not about to try barging in uninvited. Not really much back here. Just a little nook in the mountain is all. Wow! Wunderhorn and the bell tower look tiny from way up here. Such a long way. Dragons sure are convenient. Wow! Such... I think I should just try knocking on the door first.
Not all rink rank. Crazy. And what was I doing here again?
Hello, sir. I was wondering...
No, you can't have it!
Whoa!
Okay.
But... Huh?
You again? I said no! Go home!
But sir, you don't even know what it is I came for.
Well?
Oh, I need a rose. A special rose from the top of this mountain.
A rose? But I thought you were here for... No! You can't have it! Now go away forever!
But, do you know where the rose is, sir?
Of course! I have it right... Wait... no idea.
So, how's
No,
everyone
dear.
doing?
Now go
It's
away.
Thursday again. Don't know how that happened.
How rude.
Rink Rank? Ah, crazy. And what was I doing here again? Who is it? What's going on here?
Hey,
Where'd you go? Huh? What?
It's me, your, conscience, I think it's called.
Wait, did you open the window?
Yes. And, well, I had to get your attention, see? And it worked. I need you to do something, Rinkrank. That rose of yours. I mean, ours.
Wait
Edna
a
and
second.
Harvey.
Wait 1 second.
So, the rose, if you can just go get and bring it to the nice girl.
What? No! I don't do what the voices tell me. Not anymore!
I think I need to work on this plan a little more.
Who's there?
Oh, the voices
I
again.
closed it. I know I closed
No,
it.
I could hurt him.
I know I did.
Aha! Got you.
Always listens to the voices. I know, right?
Oh my. Excuse me, sir. I just need a moment and... Mister, calm down, please. Okay, that's better. All right. Now, sir, I don't mean to cause you any trouble. My grandpa, he's really sick.
I don't care. Why should I
What are the
help
voices
you?
telling you,
You're
okay?
just a pesky little trespassing
Eat
ne'er-do-well.
ice cream.
You know, I think you know what it's like being up here all alone. See, if I didn't have my grandpa, I'd be completely lost. I wouldn't know what to do.
No! Stop trying to appeal to my emotions! I don't have any!
And if I don't find the rose soon, I'll be all alone too, sir.
If I give you the rose, will you not leave me already?
If you really want me to, then yes. Forever
chocolate
and ever.
sauce.
Fine. Open this window already.
Throwing the rosies. Oops. Look.
Thank you so much, Rinkrank. You have no idea how much this means to me, really.
I don't care. Go, scram.
Meanwhile. Now go away.
Something about me being brave. No, wait, that's all my stories. Wait, yes, that's it. By Jove, I remember now. The story about the thieves. Now, okay. And there I was, the band of thieves all around, their eyes on the royal jewels.
Oh, yes, that's right. This story gets better every time you tell it, I think.
And just then, as I raised the sword, light glinting bright off my steel...
Sir, more reports just in.
No, wait, not at this bit again. You always ruin it for me.
It's the girl again, sir. She's been spotted just now. She was seen making her way to the alley behind the church, sir.
By the stars. She must have walked right past the tavern. The nerve.
Also, sir, it is said she arrived in the town with a different ally, sir.
I should probably, bid you farewell now.
A strange mustachioed gentleman was the witness's description, sir.
The devil? An ally, you say?
Oh, dear.
And even though he didn't like having his beard trapped, he was forced to sit still for just a second to hear me out.
I didn't take you for the violent type.
But no, that's... Oh, you don't think that's violent, do you?
Hush, hush, I'm teasing for goodness sake. That's it. We have all the items, finally.
All right, and we can make the cure now, right?
Indeed, yes. Ha ha ha. A cure indeed. Let's begin.
She's gonna trick us for something. Nathan! So he answered the phone, did he?
Press the malign for what I reflect. Return what is mine. Fool.
I'm sorry?
Fool.
We was tricked.
Now, to finish what I started, child.
No, no, it can't be.
Madame? Oh, Your Highness!
Huh. Since you incompetent monkeys are incapable of doing your own job, I've followed the wanted criminal and apprehended her myself. Now, seize her at
It's a
once.
good guide.
Yes, Your Highness, at once!
Highness?
Throw her into the dungeons.
Despite all of Anna's brave efforts, the witch's trickery prevailed. All was for Winfrieda's gain, and now somehow under the witch's command, the guards tore the newly forged friendship apart. Plead as she might, the girl was taken away and locked in the depths of the darkest of dungeons. In this most dire of hour, Anna could not help but lament, for her hopes for a cure had been all but dashed.
Oh, you're back from the village.
Anna, where were you?
Grandpa, we've been through this before.
You know how I feel about you being out at night.
But I'm fine. You don't have to worry so much.
I do. I really do. Oh, if only you knew what lurks outside the farm. What evils there are in the world. What they've done to...
Grandpa?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Are you okay? What happened?
Please, just... if you could find some medicine from the cabinet.
Oh no, it's locked.
The key. It's... the fireplace.
Key. Where is it? Oh, I don't see it. Ah, here. I can't quite reach. Ah, got it. Here, quickly.
Anna, you have to listen to me. I know you feel like you have to find help, but whatever happens, you must always be careful.
Well, what do you mean?
Always be wary, Anna, of everyone, of everything. The world is tough, but you must be even tougher.
Grandpa?
Don't ever forget what I've told you. Remember, however near or far we may be,
In our hearts, we carry our family.
Damsel's Wager with the Devil. We finished Act 3.
Grandpa?
We're now in Act 4.
What have I gotten myself into now? I thought I was
Sorry,
helping,
Grandpa.
but all I've done is made things worse. I've only helped Winfrieda with whatever wicked plans she has, and now Ben is gone and I don't know where they've taken him. Now I can't save you anymore, Grandpa. I should have been more careful, like you said. I should have listened. I'm sorry, Grandpa.
Grandpa? Winfrieda? Anna? Anna, is that you?
Huh? Yes, I'm Anna. How did you... Who's there?
Oh, my. You poor, poor girl. Oh, then it really is happening. Winfrieda must have already tricked the king, which can only mean...
Hey, old man, quit your yapping.
Winfrieda? But how do you know all of this? Who are you?
Anna, listen to me. You must be strong. I know things look dire, but there is still hope. I know all about you, my dear. You, your grandpa, Winfrieda. You see, I am.
I said shut it! I'm warning you.
But mister, I'm trapped
I
in a
am your
prison.
father.
What can I possibly do now?
What you've always done, my dear. Persevere. Find me, whatever it takes. I have to tell you, you need to know that...
Jeez, what part of shut it don't you get, huh? One more word out of you.
Please, hurry.
Well, okay. I'll do it. I'll come find you. Somehow.
Okay. Right. Just drop a save, because you don't like to saves. And the bonuses. Ooh, hello. Super Plumber. Oh. Amazing Spider Bear. Ben and Roll. Solid Ben. Nice. Ah, that's the credits.
They sure do give the place a kind of dungeon feeling, don't they? This seems to connect through to the prison cell next to me. That doesn't look like it's been cleaned since never. A good old dirty dungeon-grade mattress. Who knows what bugs are in it? I'm not sure if my power will be of any help here.
I got a spring.
Some kind of grate for fresh air, I guess? Doesn't look very wide. Not much of an escape route. Excuse me, sir?
Huh? You say something?
Is there any way to visit other prisoners?
No.
But don't we get to have meals together? Or something?
No.
Yard time? Dodgeball? Board games night? Anything?
No. Jeez. Do you even know where you are? You're in maximum confinement. Don't make this any harder on yourself than it
I
needs
had
to be, yeah?
Zombie Husband Lady,
You ain't getting
Mariana.
nothing like that. Not ever.
I was wondering who Ben was. I'm like, did I forget the names again? I did forget the names again, but yeah. Ben is a janitor. Yes, the one that...
Maximum? But I don't even know what I did wrong.
The
Kid,
one that,
not
like,
just
killed
anyone
themselves, I
gets
think.
thrown in
Cool.
this cell, all right? Someone out there is seriously spooked by you. Over time shifts for some child. Ridiculous. I thought things were bad enough before.
Have you seen a bear, prisoner? Did anyone come in here after me?
What? No. Oh, well, there are those 3 in the cages, but they came in before you.
3? Oh, can I see them?
No, no visitors. Now get back.
Okay, listen. As bizarre as this may sound, Winfrieda is an evil witch. She's got something evil planned and you have to stop her.
Winfrieda? Who's Winfrieda? Look, save your breath, all right? I've heard it all before.
The woman who had me arrested. The guards, they took orders from her. You have to listen to me.
I don't have to do nothing for you. I do enough already in this stinking place as it is.
You don't seem to enjoy this job much, huh?
An overworked, no bonus, zero health insurance position below minimum wage and a practically non-existent union? It's the best! Jeez, kid, give me a break already.
Well, why don't you quit? You look really tired. I think you should quit.
Nice try. But you'll have to do better than that. I need the pay, little as it may be, and besides, in this place, you need a form just to get a form to apply for a form of complaint. And don't even get me started on the so-called union. Postponing meetings again and again until they never take place. Easier to put up and shut up. In fact, I highly recommend it.
Never mind. Huh?
It should be close. It was forward twice, then head south. Left, right, left, then...
All right, and here we are.
Hello
again, my dear.
Reynard! My gosh! Keep your voice down. You'll get taken away too.
Oh, pish posh. I know of this fellow here, and he's as deaf as a doorknob. And even if he weren't, he's certainly not the type to go above and beyond his duties, if you follow.
Oh, I see. Oh, but Reynard, where do I start? You came all this way? For me?
Ben is
I'm
also the
afraid I
bear.
can't offer much in the way of brute egress. However, it is true. I have indeed come to offer my assistance in this dire situation. Though how, I'm not quite sure.
Oh, Reynard, thank you. Even if I'm stuck here forever, I appreciate that you came.
My dear, to have your usual high spirits so down. Come now. Let's not have the selfish behaviors of the wicked break that youthful, bright spirit of yours.
Wait, you know this guard? But how?
Unfortunately, him and his hellish bureaucratic nightmare of an institution. Believe you me, though, it is indeed escapable, albeit with a little wit. The, gentleman who runs this establishment, well, the key is to appeal to his devilish side, so to speak. Reach him, and you will find the red tape he poses can always be cut through with a sharp mind, you see.
Not really. But if you've gotten out before, then that means at least it's doable. I think the guard wants to quit, Reynard, but I'm not doing a very good job convincing him.
Indeed. In removing the guard, you would have free rein in escaping the cell. Clever girl.
Yeah, but, well, he said something about union meetings, whatever that is.
Ah, indeed. Leave it with me. I have just the thing in mind for this. Back in a tick, my dear.
Wait, I didn't ask about Ben.
But, huh? Where's he gone to now? And what is a union anyway? And why has Reynard come all this way to help me?
Why has Reynard come all this way to help me? I can't remember whether I trusted him or not.
Attention all union members. An emergency action seminar will commence shortly in the staff hall. I repeat, all union members report to the staff hall. Please prepare issues for discussion prior to seminar commencement.
Well, it's about time, too. I'll give them issues for discussion, all right?
I should have listened to Grandpa. The world really is full of evils outside the farm. Everyone lies and uses people, and maybe Reynard is just going to use me too.
My. Haven't we grown into a rather skeptical young lady?
Oh, well, no, I mean, I'm sorry. That was rude of me. You're only trying to help, and I just...
Never mind, dear, never mind. We shall return to the task at hand, shall we?
Yes, of course. But what was that about?
There's no meeting, in truth, though I imagined it will take some time for it to catch on. Resourcefulness, as you may recall my saying so.
Well, that's one step closer to escape then. Better push on then, I suppose.
With that enthusiastic gesture, I resign to somewhere more hidden, as it befits me. If you find a means for my assistance, call my name here. I shan't be far, my dear.
Okay, but I wanted to ask about Ben.
Reynard? Are you there?
Good evening, my dear. You called?
Do you know what happened to Ben?
No. That I'm afraid I do not. I followed the guards who brought you here, but as for him...
It's okay. I'm going to keep looking around then. See if I can find something to help me out of here.
Very well, my dear. If you find a means for my assistance...
Well, I have no idea what a lockpick looks like, but this might do the trick. Lockpicking can't be all that hard, right? I am fast becoming the master of door opening. That is, if this plan works. This is the portrait I found in Winfrieda's tower, and the only thing the prison guards let me keep. According to the minister, that's Philip Vogt and his family. The girl is his daughter, Yannicka, who went on to become queen. With Yannicka suddenly disappearing, I can't help wondering...
Okay. So I did have scissors. The amulet, which she broke. They didn't really have much in there anyway, so...
Oh yeah, maybe I could pick the lock on the door. Aha! Freedom! From... my cell. Oh, well, there you go. So much for maximum security. Now, let's see how I go getting out of this dungeon altogether.
Hey! You! Where do you think you're going, huh? How'd you even get out of your cell?
Well, lucky me. They realized I'm innocent after all, so... guess I'll be on my way out of here now.
Whatever. Guarding you ain't my problem.
It kind of reminds me of the food Winfrieda fed me. I'll pass.
Hey, that ain't yours.
Oh, sorry. Is it okay if I just borrow it for a little while?
Actually, yeah, you can borrow it. All the way to utility. Then give it to them to fix it for me.
Sure. Well, there is a lot here. I'm sure one is okay to take. Once Grandpa put a tiny bit of these in our dinner, made my whole head heat up. Hate them. Melons, yummy! Perfect for a muggy, hot place like this. How to get the melon open, though? Doesn't look like it's blending anything anytime soon. Makes for a good jug, at least. No. The only thing this guy needs is a tissue. Ugh. Excuse me, sir?
What do you want now, huh?
You're pretty sick, huh? Pretty phlegmy?
Wow, you're pretty observant, huh? Pretty irritating.
Maybe it's because your clothes are too small. Do you think that's why you got sick?
Of course. Darn workplace full of problems. Can't even give us proper work clothes or tissues or... Wait, why am I telling you this? I ain't getting moved to janitor's apprentice again for complaining. Get lost, kid.
What's that you're using? Some kind of rock?
Whetstone makes things sharp that ain't sharp.
Can I, maybe, pretty please, borrow it for...
Get your own from the utility closet.
Have you seen a bear, prisoner? Did anyone come in here after me?
Do I look like a surveyor of prisoners to you? Jeez. Get lost, kid.
Any chance I could visit the person inside the cell?
Ha! None.
So, Not even to say hello quick?
No. Scram!
Yikes. I'm going now, mister. I'll visit you later, okay?
No, don't. Really. Just don't.
What an interesting device. I guess the trolls aren't completely mistreated.
Oh, yeah, water cooler. Living like kings we are.
No, I can't just pour water.
Okay, so that just goes to her son.
The person who talked to me before is just in there. So close, but so far. They sure do give the place a kind of dungeon feeling, don't they?
Oh,
There's gates the other way. I'll see if there's a way out first. Nah. Yikes. This place gives me the creeps.
Yes?
Yes, hi. Hi. I'm just wondering, since I am actually innocent, you see, can I maybe leave now? Please?
Oh, is that so? Well then, I assume you have Form 38B indicating reasons for your acquittal, along with confirmation from head office, yes?
One more time?
In case it's not immediately apparent to you, this place runs on a very strict code of paperwork for applications and processes, all of which comes through me. It does not operate at the whim of the cretins within, otherwise we'd all be in complete disorder.
Cretins?
So plead your innocence all you like. No one ever walks through this gate here without the express written consent of the head office. Now, is there anything else I can help you with?
Have you seen a bear, prisoner? Did anyone come in here after me?
A bear? No, not counting our 3 resident Californian inmates up there.
You mean those 3 cages up there?
The very same. Now, anything else?
You said I needed a form too, right?
For acquittal of minors for high treason, document 38B, yes.
High treason? Oh, but wait, the man in the cell next to me. What if I want to bring someone with me?
Yes, well, that would be Form 31M, an acquittal form based on cases following relative detainment.
Oh, good. Okay. Could I please have a copy of Form 31M?
No. That one's still pending approval from the devil.
Okay, so if I need the consent of the head office, then where is the head office?
It's at the northernmost part of the dungeon, past the... Wait, you don't intend to go there yourself, do you?
Of course I do. If that's what it takes for me to have a chance at getting out of here.
This isn't any old dungeon. This is the dungeon. And the devil, he's the head office. The devil. And he isn't particularly fond of unannounced
We're in hell,
visitors.
apparently.
Oh, yeah. Grandpa said I was a little devil when I did something bad, so similar thing?
When you did something bad, right. Sure. It's just like that.
Oh, I'm in so much pain.
I'll leave you to your work then.
Hey, stop that. This isn't your personal daycare. Go play somewhere else.
That certainly would make a mess of his day. Not to mention what he's working on, but that form doesn't seem to be anything relevant to me. I'll leave it be for now. The admin for the dungeon. He sure is a busy little guy, as annoying as he is to deal with. I'm not sure I'd like to have that much work to do myself. I can't tell if this represents the amount of prisoners in here, or the amount of absurd paperwork this guy has conjured up. No. I don't believe I need any of those forms. Well, it could make for a good distraction, but I would never find the form I need if these are spilt everywhere. The door out of this place, there's no use. It looks like I'm getting out with the devil's permission, or I'm not getting out at all. an odd-looking fellow. Kind of creepy. I hope I don't come across anything like that down here. Aw, poor bears. They all look so sad. They're breaking my heart. What is going on? Hello? What is happening here, exactly?
Oh, I'm just, don't mind me, young one. This is no place for someone as lovely and innocent as a white carnation. Off you go now.
Hold on a second. He's going to...
Oh, old Wilfred is in a bit of a pickle, as you can see. But, yes. What can I say? Oh. This situation has me weary and full of regret as an asphold.
Chomp. 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 Chomp.
Surprisingly satisfying.
As much as I can make use of random things, even I have my limits.
I think I just got a bonusy thing. Yes, Ben Kenobi. No.
A big chopping machine.
Many chop, many heads. Now, blade blunt. Boss says not allowed for games.
That's the executioner's job, not mine.
No talk, only chop.
Oh my. I don't know if he'll part with that so easily. He seems pretty attached to it. No, I need to go see this head office about getting out of here. No, I need to go see... Wow, this is the head office? I was expecting something a little more, businesslike, and a little less ominous.
Stop! That's far enough, little girl.
Oh, sorry. I was just wanting to see the head office about...
No visitors today. Shove off.
Oh, but... Well, the troll from administration, he said I had to talk to the head office about some things. So...
No visitors today. Shove off.
Okay, but perhaps you don't understand. You see, I'm trying to apply for a form. Because I'm innocent, you see, and...
No visitors today. Shove off.
Gah, is that all you say? No, there has to be some way I can get through here. If I don't, then there's no chance of leaving this place.
Stop! That's far enough, little girl.
Yes, hi. Sorry to bother you again. If it's not today, then when are the visiting times for the head office?
Visiting hours? Well, if I had to take a guess, I'd say... never.
What kind of head office is this? How is anyone supposed to be able to get their forms done?
I don't know nothing about no forms.
Perhaps you could pass on a message for me at least then?
But the boss says he don't want no one pestering him. He says
Especially not use Big Loaf, he says. Why is he always calling me like I'm bread? I don't get it.
Don't you ever get a break? Surely you don't have to stand there all the time, right?
That's my job doing that, though. What's a break?
What do you mean? A break is time off. Time to just relax somewhere. Refresh yourself.
Oh, refresh? Yes, I like to have refreshing. I do that with a drink. Well, used to. They moved my food stand and drink machine away, and now I got no drink no more. Says I eats too much.
Oh, I see. Do you want me to get this, drink machine back for you?
Nah, I got nothing to mix. Yous bring me drinks. I'll have a drink that's something sweet, and something juicy, and something a little thick and creamy. That's how I likes it.
That's awfully specific. I'm not sure I can...
Yous come back with a drink like that, or yous don't come back at all no more.
All right, I'll leave you to it then.
Yous come back with a drink like that, or yous don't come back at all no more.
Okay. I get it. Jeez.
Oh, hello there, young one.
I don't understand. What did you... But why would they want to... You know...
Oh, it's a bit of an unfortunate mishap, really. The official reason is high treason, though. Or so they say.
Hey, that's like me. I did that too. Well, apparently. I think it was just Winfrieda's lie to get me locked up. But why everyone is obeying her, I just do not know.
Winfrieda? Winfrieda locked you up too? Oh, dearie.
Wait, Winfrieda put you here? She did this to you? They are going to... Because she...
I was just on the ladder tending to the garden is all, when I saw... It was her room. A secret room in the castle. It was horrible. Oh, dear me.
What did you see in this room? What was so horrible?
Winfrieda, she's not who she seems. She changes the way she looks. It's witchcraft! And that's not all I saw. I saw plans. Many plans. On the floor, on the walls, on the blackboard. And inside she was building something. She was building some sort of cage.
Cage? If not for me, then... Ben? Could it be? What did these plans say?
Oh, I'm not sure. There were lots of numbers and diagrams, and I am just a simple old man. Leaves me wondering, it does. Like the deep-thinking begonia.
That's it. If I get out of here, I have to find this room. Winfrieda has a room in the castle? The royal castle? But why would she have...
Oh, but of course. Where else would she keep her room? Why, yon one, she's our new queen.
No, it can't be. It can't. Winfrieda, the queen?
Well, not yet. She's to be married any day now, though. To remarry after Yannick so quickly. It is a shame the king has acted so unlike himself of late. Such a shame. Oh, Queen Yannick. Only the great Gerbera had such happiness and joy.
What is it that you keep doing with the naming? Are they flowers?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I do enjoy nothing more than being with my flowers. I feel everything through them. I'm a gardener, you see, for the royal family. For, oh, many, many years. Well, was, I suppose.
Oh, Wilfred. Don't apologize. That's so sweet. Such a caring, gentle gardener doesn't deserve this.
Oh, you say such kind words, young one. You warm this old heart of Wilfred like a pepper flower, you do. Why, I feel as giddy as the sleep spores of the Pacificac, I do.
That flower you mentioned with the sleep spores. Passacab or cac?
Oh, the Pacificac, yes. Such an alluring, bright, beautiful thing it is, too. But to be handled with the utmost care. It isn't deadly by any means, but its spores can knock you into a sleep that lasts for days.
Would this flower be difficult to find then by any chance?
Oh, no, not really. It is a relatively common species, but quite similar to a number of others, too. I could draw a picture of one to show you all its details if you like.
Oh, yes, please. You have something to draw with?
Oh, yes, I always carry a pencil and pad with me. Oh,
Convenient.
Oh, my hands, they're a little tied up, I'm afraid. My apologies, young one.
No, I'm sorry. That was silly of me to ask. Maybe once I help you get out of here, you can draw for me, huh?
Oh, yes, of course. Of course.
I should probably get going now, mister. See if I can get all of us out of this place already.
Young one, I may have misheard you. Get all of us out of here?
The innocence of the young.
Mean?
Apparently, I just have to get some kind of form signed, and then I can take others with me. All I need is a signature from this devil guy.
No, he won't. Young one, we are here because he willed it to be so. He will never let us go. Believe me, young one, wherever evil exists, he has been a part of it.
Okay. I don't really know anything about that, but I still have to at least try, Wilfred. I have to.
Oh, dear. Please, be careful.
Halt! Who goes there?
Anna goes here.
Ah, I see. A commoner, come to lay eyes upon the marvel of the dungeon. Go ahead. But not too close.
Is he talking about that contraption? Or himself? What are you doing back here all on your lonesome?
Why, only the most important job in all the dungeons, that's what. None shall pass my fearless, tireless guard.
What are you guarding? Looks kind of like a utility closet to me.
The most dangerous device known to man. The most horrific, terrifying, and other describing words. I guard the human blender.
Ew.
Gasp, I hear you say? For all who know its name shudder at its utterance. And besides, I'm not on my lonesome. I have my trusty steed with me.
Wait a second. What did the admin say about the janitor? Delusions of grandeur.
Yes, only I can tame the savage, wild brilliance of this majestic beast. We speak each other's language, you see.
At least it's clean, right? I mean, it's not like I go around carrying used napkins. Just a regular can. The trolls here are such litterbugs. Blech. No thanks. I'm guessing he would eat it, but I'm not sure how that would benefit me. I'm guessing...
Halt! Who?
Just Anna.
Well, that's far enough. Halt!
Just Anna.
Well, that's.
He looks pretty involved. I wouldn't want to disrupt it for him. Ben, is that you? Oh, no. You poor things, though. Don't be sad. Ben or not, I'll help you. Somehow. Is that a honey jar? How did he sneak that past the guards? I can't reach it from here. If all 3 bears were somehow lowered to my level, though. It's okay. I'll take you all with me when I find a way out, alright?
She's so
I
sweet.
promise. So, cheer up, please. For me. It's okay. So... I can't reach it from here. It's okay. So... It's okay. I'll take you all with me when I find a way out, alright? I promise. So, cheer up, please. For me.
Yeah, 1 is just right for captivity. I know what you mean, though.
I can't reach it from here. If all 3 bears were somehow lowered to my level, though. It's okay. So... So... I can't read. I'm not going to force it from him. There's surely a more gentle way of persuasion. I can't read. Trade you for the honey jar? I can't reach it from here. If all 3 trade you. I can't. Trade you for the. I can't read. Trade you for the honey jar? No. Nope. Guess not.
See, they look fairly level to me, but I guess there's something is more level. Because he's got his arms out. that looks right.
It's okay. So, aw, is that? Is that? I can't reach it from here. I'm not going to force it from him. There's surely a more. Hey, little guy. I can see you're pretty
was
fond
in the
of
wrong
jar
place.
there.
That was why.
Do you think I could, borrow it? Just for a little while?
Ugh.
Got it. I'll bring it back. Pinky promise.
Honey, honey, honey. Must be funny. In a rich man's world. Honey, honey, honey. Must be funny.
That doesn't need honey. No. Excuse me, sir?
What do you want now, huh?
I'm going.
No.
The only thing this guy needs is a.
Ah, hang on. I wonder if I can slice the watermelon.
Ah, yes. This is how we'll get this melon open. Once and for all. Aw, drat. How disappointing.
Fuzzy.
Many chop, many heads. Now blade blunt. Boss says
I
not
can see
allowed
probably
for
not.
games.
I think the closed captions are nowhere near accurate, but I try. So I need a whetstone then. Also, hello. Yes, indeed.
This is definitely something sweet. So, that guard at the mansion wanted a drink, huh? If I want to make it like he asked, I still need something juicy, something to give it a thick, creamy texture. Whatever that means. But even if I finish it, will it be enough to get past him? I wonder. Perhaps I should keep an eye out for anything I can add that can, help along my chances.
I said, honey, 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 must be funny in a rich man's world. Instead of money, money, money. But it doesn't always pick up what I need. I just realized I have a napkin.
I think you could use this more than me. Here.
It barely helped. Thanks for nothing. Get rid of it, will ya? It's gross.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hi, hi.
You're welcome? Eesh, it's all thick and gooey, and this is the grossest gross thing I've ever touched, ever. So, that guard at the mansion wanted a drink, huh? If I want to make it like he asked, I still need something juicy, something. But even if I perhaps I should keep an.
That's something creamy.
Something a little thick and creamy for texture.
Troll
This will do
buggers.
quite nicely. So, that guard at the mansion, something. But even if I. Perhaps
Yeah,
I
well,
should.
I need a whetstone.
So, but even if I. Perhaps I. What's that?
Wet makes things.
Can I.
Get your own from.
Utility closet, okay.
I'm going now,
No.
Poor Wilfred. Oh my gosh.
Oh, thank you, goat. Can I pet you?
Hello. I mean, is it just me, or is he laughing at me? Poor troll got lumped with this guy. Not sure what a dungeon would
That
need
goat's
him for.
definitely seen some things. How you doing, Fuzzy?
I wonder what Grandpa would say if he saw me using this. It's not cleaning time. It's escaping time.
Ooh, mischief maker. Do not play with sharp
Hey,
objects.
hold on a second. These are all rubber. And they looked so useful, too. I guess someone has even less faith in the troll guarding the room than I realized.
Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling very well. Naps are good, though.
Aha! Just like that guard was doing with his knife. Phew! There, all done. All nice and sharp now. Let's just not tell the executioner man about it, or he might allow its use again. Success! Yummy melon for Anna.
Wrong way. No.
Yummy, juicy melon.
Every game needs a goat.
May have eaten the other half already. An ordinary dungeon-grade torch, all ready to be lit. Aha! Something juicy. This is super juicy. I can't blend anything with it like this, though. Blender's broken, sadly.
There's something I should play, but it's
Yeah. This
only on
thing could
PC. I mean,
definitely
I
be
do
used to make
play
the guards
things on
drink.
PC
Oh,
sometimes.
but if I try and blend anything, it's got nothing to go into. I don't want to just have it go on the floor. Aha! Nice idea. No need to fix the little blender when I have a big one like this now. So, that guard at the
This
mansion
does not
wanted a
feel
drink,
like
huh?
a good
If I
idea.
want to make it like he asked, I still need something juicy. But even if
Shut up!
perhaps I should keep an eye out for.
Just stop.
Aha! Something juicy. This is super juicy. It looks like it's all done, just like he asked. All that's left is the final taste test. Except, well, after all this effort, I want to make sure I can get past him. I'm not sure this will work as is. Perhaps I should keep an eye out for anything I can add that can, help along my chances. It looks like it's all done, except, well, after all this, perhaps I should keep an eye. This is definitely something sweet.
As a goat? Star Seeker in the Secret of the Sorcerer's Standoff. I mean, I love the alliteration.
It looks like it's all, except, perhaps I should keep. This is. No, that. I'm. Setting things on fire willy-nilly is perhaps not the best way to help in my escape from this place.
That sounds really fun. Can someone stick it in the Discord? Because that way I might actually remember to look it up.
There, fire. Grandpa would flip if he saw me doing this.
Fire.
No, that won't work. Maybe this isn't the right approach.
Fire?
Let there be light.
Dang cool.
Trade you for... That wouldn't be useful, I think.
Fire. Fire. The gods of hellfire! Bring your fire!
It looks like it's all done. Just like, except, well, perhaps I should keep an eye out.
Oh my god, what else do you want? Oh, there, sorry.
Don't want to be greedy. No, that... After that last time, this guy deserves none of my neat stuff.
Sorry. Bloody pollen.
You're pretty...
Wow.
Maybe it's because...
Of course. Wait, why am I telling... Get lost.
I'm going...
No.
No. I can't just... That's not...
Pollen was what I was trying, but hey.
He's just going... Reynard won't... Reynard? Are you there?
Good evening, my dear. You called?
I'm going to...
Very... If you find...
And I'm not... I think... Hi, back again.
Yes?
I'll just... That won't work. It looks like it's all done, just like he asked.
All that's left is the final taste test.
The final taste test. Except, well, after all this effort, I want to make sure I can get past him. I'm not sure this will work as it... Perhaps I should keep an eye out. No. Maybe I should... I think I'll leave that be. The can isn't much use here. That doesn't need honey.
Quite sure what to do, so considering my head just feels like it's about to explode. I'm going to leave it here for today. That sneezing did not do me any favors. And I'm stuck. So, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you so much for the 2-year resub. Very much appreciated. I don't even know what my hair is doing. Ugh. I blame the heat. It is ridiculously hot here. So yeah, I am... Oh god, I even sound all nasally now. I am going to be back on Saturday, around about 3 p.m. UK time. For Rainbow Billy, we're going to finish off the game. We're going to get our thoughts and get an achievement. Yeah, today's heat has been ungodly. Or ungood. Definitely ungood. And it's only going to get hotter. I went out for a walk thinking, oh yes, it's like 5 o'clock, it'll be less hot. It was not less hot, but I needed to stretch my legs. So yes, I'll be back on Saturday and Sunday and Tuesday and Thursday, and you know the drill. Oh, it will be better once the pollen goes away and the heat goes away. So next week. Don't tell me that, Leaky. I do not want to know that it's 33 degrees C tomorrow. I'm really wilting. So yes. Anyway, I shall leave it here. And catch you all anon. I have been Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK. Thank you everyone for being here, and good night. Hopefully you don't all melt. Yeah, I wish you snow and rain if you don't like the heat, and more sun if you like it. Bye.